Hello and welcome. My name is Nafula, and today I just want to hop on real quick and I just want to clarify a question about a picture. I remember I posted a picture and I said I use the same picture to apply for DV2012 and DV2013, both of which I won. And people are just wondering, they're like, yeah, oh, she's lying. Why is she saying that she used the same picture twice? How is that even a thing? How is it possible? And people are arguing with me, and I own the picture. Like, I posted the picture, like, that's mine. I know what I did. So I'm going to explain to you what I did. So when I applied for DV in 2010, that was like for DV 2012. When I applied for the DV lottery the first time around, I used the picture which had been taken within the last 6 months, because I just took the picture before I came to America. So the same picture that I took when I was going to the embassy is the same picture that I used to apply for the green card lottery the first time, and I won. The following year, I used the same exact picture. The only thing that I did different this time, I changed the date on this picture. Like, a lot of people who have been following me on my YouTube channel, kind of like have an idea on how I did it, because I did a whole video explaining how to change the properties of the picture. You can change the date, you can change the time, you can change the location of picture if you want to, if it's a digital image. And that's what I did. And I did that, and it was like over 10 years ago. So you have to understand, like, with recent technology advancement, we have like AI, we have like ChatGPT, we have like facial recognition and stuff like that. So I feel like I got away with that because like the technology was not as advanced as it is right now. But right now, like, literally you upload a picture on Facebook and Facebook wants to tag that person, which means that Facebook already recognizes that this picture belongs to this person. So the same thing applies to the DV lottery. So if you apply and then you use a picture and you try to use the same picture again, with this advancement in technology, it's just going to the system is going to tell that this is the same picture that you're using, because, it keeps like it has a facial recognition thing on it, which never used to exist only over 10 years ago. So I just wanted to clarify that I use the same picture. The thing is that I changed the date on that picture. I'm going to tell you again what I did with my brother. So with my brother, I used the same picture twice. The first time I sent them to a photo studio, that was like a long time ago. So I sent them to this studio and then they took a picture. I told them, just go tell them to take like a good passport picture that you will take to the embassy. But then they did a very bad job, because that studio, they didn't know how to take like embassy style, American style passport photos. That's like 600 by 600 or 2 by 2, So I'll show you a picture that I got from the studio that they took for my brother. I told them to wear the same colors that I wore blue, and I won, so I had luck with that. So for some reason, like, I told them to wear blue. I don't know if that factored. I don't think it did. So the first time I applied for DV for them, that was the DV 2015. My brother was still in Form 3. So I applied for my mom, and I included my brother in this application because my brother was still a minor and he was in Form 3. At that time, both my mom and my brother did not win the first time I applied for them. They did not win. So what happened when it came to the second time around, I didn't have them go to the studio. I took the picture because when this person sent me the picture for the original picture from the studio, like, it was like, I'm gonna attach it right here so you'll see how it looks. So this is how this picture looked. So you see, this picture does not meet requirements. So I edited it the first time. I applied for both of them and they did not win. So the second time, what happened is, like, I took the original picture and I edited it again, changing the date, and I applied for DV 2016 for my brother. And my brother won the green card in 2016, but I used the same picture 2 years in a row. But like I said, that was a long time ago. That was before AI, before the advancement in technology and stuff like that. With the facial recognition, like I said, you cannot get away with doing that right now. So that's why I'm advising, like, a lot of people, if you want to, increase your chances of winning, the first thing you want to do is apply correctly and make sure you're submitting all the requirements as listed on the website, right? And the website straight up says the picture has to be taken within 6 months. So make sure you take those pictures, take new photos. I know I got away, like, if you check my videos, like when I first started doing YouTube, about like in 2022, somewhere around there, 2022, October, November, I did a whole video on how I was able to change crop. I showed people how to crop a picture, how to like manually like do it, not like even put it on a photo tool, like manually crop the picture, adjust stuff in there, like if you want like, you know, to be a certain size, or you want your head to be a certain size. I showed people everything. So the videos are there. They're old. I stopped doing those videos because right now I just want you to take new pictures to increase your chances of winning. Otherwise, that's what happened. I used my picture twice in a row. I used my brother's picture twice in a row, and both times the candidates won. And today I'll be talking about the requirement where the photo has to be within 6 months. It's getting a little confusing because the within the 6 months, everybody is interpreting the within the 6 months their own way. So I'm going to clarify what that means. So when they say within 6 months, it means like this picture can be taken the first day of the first month to the last day of the 6th month. If you take this picture either in January, in February, March, April, May, June, this picture is still going to be within 6 months. So in other words, you can take this picture within the last 6 months. So if you're going to apply in November, maybe the first day of November, so you have to be like October, September, you just go backwards, and if you hit the 6th month, it's within the 6th month. So the 6 months, it doesn't mean that you have to take a picture the first month of the 6 month period or the last day of the 6 month period. It just means like you can take the picture between the first day and the last day. All these days in the middle meet the guidelines of within the 6 months. So I hope I'm making myself clear, because I see like a lot of people arguing in different posts like, okay, what does this within 6 months mean? And it just means that the picture needs to be taken within the 6 months. Today I'll be talking about work experience and high school education, like as a DV lottery requirement. And I'm going to be clarifying that. I had a question where somebody asked, like, what if I went to like primary school, skipped high school, went to college, will they accept me as an education requirement? No, the education requirement clearly states that you have to have had a high school degree or high school education. In Africa, they call them high school certificate. If you don't have high school, so for example, in this person, like if you skipped, like you went to primary school, skipped high school, and you went to college, but you got a job, you went to college, studied for 2 years, and then you got a job in that field, and you have work experience in that field, you can use that as work experience. So for DV lottery, you need education, high school education, or work experience. If you have both, then that's a plus, but you don't need both. So a lot of people are getting confused that, oh, I have high school, will this work experience qualify? If you have high school, do not worry about work experience. Like literally you can go to the embassy and say, like, since I graduated high school, I've never worked, I just sleep all day, and you'll still get that visa because you qualify under a high school degree. But if you do not have high school degree, but then you have a job that meets I'll cover the jobs that are, they meet requirements. So if you work in that field, in that job, and you have experience working in that field, then even if you don't have high school, you can use work experience. So like people who did not graduate high school, please apply for DV lottery, because guess what, you can use work experience. I hope this video helped. You can use work experience. I hope this video helped.